So today I'm talking about a Toyota with the P2401 code, what it is and how you go about fixing it. And so what is a Toyota P2401 code? Well, it's the EVAP system leak detection pump control circuit low. And what does this mean? Well, vehicles have what's called an EVAP system, and it basically takes the gas vapors from the gas tank and feeds them back into the engine to get burnt off so they don't escape into the atmosphere. This is for emissions. And the onboard computer is seeing a problem with this, so it's going to have to be troubleshooted to know why. And some possible causes of a P2401 code? Well, it could be a bad leak detection pump, could be the charcoal canister, could be in the wiring, a blown fuse, and possibly an EVAP leak. So the main thing with this P2401 code is that the onboard computer is seeing a problem with this leak detection pump, which is usually located on the vapor charcoal canister. Although sometimes it can be separate, but it's usually located on the canister. And so the first thing to do is to go locate the leak detection pump on your particular Toyota, since there can be some differences, but it'll be located on the charcoal canister, which is going to be located up and underneath the vehicle by the gas tank somewhere. It could vary a little bit on its exact layout and everything, but it'll be underneath there by the gas tank somewhere. And the first thing to do after you locate it is to check out the wiring, be sure everything's plugged in good, be sure there's nothing damaged or anything like that. Basically just be aware anything wrong with the wiring is going to cause the same issues as a bad leak detection pump. You want to check that out, be sure that all looks good. You can also check for any blown fuses or anything like that, since that can cause an issue. So if you check out the wiring and that all looks good, then the next thing to do is to test or replace this leak detection pump. You can't test it. There's some good YouTube videos on how you go about testing them, or you can go ahead and replace it. The leak detection pump can be bought separately, or you could just buy the whole charcoal canister and just replace all of it. Sometimes replacing the whole charcoal canister can be better, especially if the old charcoal canister is really old, since there might be some issues with it. It might be leaking or something like that. So sometimes it can be better. But if you test that leak detection pump and it tests bad, you can buy it separately. And so if you've gone through and you checked that all out, you checked out the wiring, that looks good, there's no blown fuses, you tested that leak detection pump and it's testing good, then the next thing that can cause this problem is going to be that there's a leak somewhere inside of these hoses or something. This includes things like the gas cap and other things like this. Usually when this happens, you'll get other codes. So if you are getting other codes, be sure to pay attention to that. And so you can go around, you can check all these hoses and try to find the leak and things like that, and look for any cracked or open hoses or anything like this. If you took it to a mechanic, what they would do is they'd use a smoke machine and they'd feed smoke into the EVAP system, and wherever the smoke came out, they would know where the leak's at. This is the best method to use. And there is some low-cost smoke machines on like Amazon or eBay. I'll put a link down below if you need one. You can also make these up yourself. There's some YouTube videos on how you could go about making them up yourself for like $5, $10 or something like that. But basically, they just feed smoke into the EVAP system, and then if one of these hoses are leaking or wherever anything is leaking, then the smoke will come out and you'll be able to know where it's at. But if you've gone through and you checked everything else out, then the next thing to look for would be an EVAP leak. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a basic overview of how you go about fixing a Toyota with the P2401 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.